Welcome back to the Loner Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, and I am broadcasting here on WDBO's big station, AM 580 and FM 107.3. I'm the Loner Ranger. I am in the mortgage business, and my job is to help you save money when it comes to buying or selling or financing your next property. Here on this show, we're going to talk about what's going on in the market right now. Is it the right time? Is there reason for panic? What are housing prices doing? Are they falling like a rock, or are they steady? What are we going to do? What's the right thing to do? Is my money placed in the right place? Are you making a ton of money in the stock market right now? Are you making a ton of money in the stock market right now? Or are you making money in real estate? Let's decide on really what the real news is, because I'm getting a lot of crazy fake news that's coming across the board. So we're going to get down to brass tacks on that. We're also going to talk about the All-Star Jam tonight. I will be hosting the K92.3 All-Star Jam. I will be one of the sponsors of that. I have a great booth set up today. If you're coming to the All-Star Jam, make sure you stop by and say hi to the Loner Ranger. I will be there with my team today, and I really would love to see you. I hope you got tickets, because I think it's sold out. And that will be tonight. I'll be there about 5 o'clock. So we'll hope to see you then. If you are a hero, meaning not the type that wear the cape, but the type that are really the heroes in our community today, that would be our law enforcement, first responders, teachers, and nurses, healthcare workers, anybody that's certified in their field or licensed in their field. It is a great time to become a homeowner. Why? Because I can get you up to $25,000 in free down payment assistance money. Now, when I say free, okay, you're going to get down payment assistance money to help you offset your closing costs and prepaid escrows. You can oftentimes get into a house for no money out of pocket, up to $25,000 in down payment assistance money. I'm going to tell you something. I believe that this is the best down payment assistance program that I've seen. And there's some good ones out there. Okay, there's some programs out there that I think have been really beneficial for folks. You got Orange County, you have Seminole County, you have City of Orlando, Volusia County, Brevard County. There's all kinds of them that are around Osceola County. Some really good ones. But there's pros and cons to every one of them. Anytime you're getting free money, there's no such thing as free money. You guys all know that, right? There's no such thing as free money. But it is an advantage, and it gives an opportunity for somebody that may not otherwise have the ability to come up with down payment money to be able to get down payment money. You know, I had a client say, I don't know if it's really worth it, because I understand you have to repay the money if you sell the house or refinance the house. So, well, let's just put this in perspective. Let's just say that you bought a house for $400,000 and you got, let's just say, 19 grand, let's say $20,000 from Hometown Heroes. Okay. And that $20,000 was to cover your down payment and your closing costs. Now, interest rates right now, we all know are higher than we'd like them to be, but they're still not that bad, right? But we all know that when they drop into the fours again, everybody's going to jump to refinance. So would you have to pay that money back if you refinance? The answer is yes. Would you have to pay that money back if you sold your house? The answer is yes. Would you have to pay that money back if you rented your home? Yes. What if you lived there for 30 years and paid the house off at the end of 30 years? You still got to pay the money back. Well, some people look at that as being a negative. I don't look at it as being a negative. And I'll tell you what, I'm about the numbers. Do the numbers make sense? So if I buy a home right now for $400,000 and it only goes up 5%, how much is 5% of $400,000? $20,000. If I got $20,000 in free money, at the end of 1 year, I broke even. So I got into a house that I otherwise would not have been able to get into because I didn't have the cash. Now I can get into it and even refinance in the future and pay the money back if I even want to. Otherwise, don't. Maybe 3 years down the road. And that, listen, I'm talking about 5% appreciation. You made 20 grand. You made 20 grand. right now, let's talk about what appreciation really looks like, because I'm seeing doom and gloom. Oh my God, the real estate market's crashing. I'm even hearing realtors telling me this, and I'm telling you, it drives me crazy. I'm like, well, look at the numbers. Where are you getting your facts from? Because I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I go by the numbers, the real numbers. Now, there is a difference between housing prices or housing dropping in value and sellers reducing their sales price. There's a distinct difference, and let's just break it down so that you understand what the differences are. So right now, houses have dropped in price this year by 2.2% in this area, not nationwide, 2.2%. Okay. Now, is that a real number? Yes, it is. So how can houses drop by 2.2% but are up in value by 16.7%? How's that work out? I don't understand that. Well, let me tell you. Let's just sort it out. If you were a seller and you were selling anytime between when COVID hit at the end of 2019 all the way through till about March of this year, you were getting 10, 15, 20,000 over ask price, over appraised value. You had people lined up to buy your home and willing to waive the appraisal, waive home inspection, pay you $20,000 over appraised value, waive appraisal contingencies. Your sellers weren't accepting FHA and VA transactions. For what reason, I don't know, but that's what they got. That's the advice they got from their agent, which I think is bupkis too. I would not take that advice and ever give that to somebody. Don't accept an FHA or a VA transaction, but that's for a different story. But that's what they were doing. Now, what's happened now? By the way, write my number down, 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Or go right to my website and do an online application right now. The easiest doggone website for an online application in the history of the planet. Just go to WeBringYouHome.com, WeBringYouHome.com. I have loan officers on call right now. I've got loan officers on call 7 days a week. If you are a real estate agent or you seeking to get pre-approved, allow my team the opportunity to help you. Okay. Now, back in action here. Housing prices are down for the last 12 months, 2.2%. Okay. Now, what really is happening here? Because how can they be up by 16.7%, but down by 2.2%? That's because sellers are not getting over ask price for their houses right now, at least not in a lot of areas. There are some, like I'm seeing Lake Nona still, you can't get a house for under ask price. You can't negotiate on the price. You're going to pay over ask price in Lake Nona unless the house is really listed right. And I'm seeing a lot of those transactions. But in most places, you are negotiating. I just had one of my employees negotiate. She got seller paid closing costs, got a new roof, got a new electrical box. It's happening out there. Don't think that it doesn't happen. You can negotiate now. And that's why I think now is the perfect opportunity for you to get back in the market. If you are a buyer, get in the market right now. It's an opportunity. So let's try Hometown Heroes if you're a hero. Maybe another down payment assistance program. I just got another young lady, a down payment assistance through City of Orlando. Beautiful program. Excellent. Orange County. Excellent program. If you're interested in that, just let me know. We can help you with all of those. So why don't I think that the market is crashing? We're experiencing inflation. Inflation means the cost of goods are going up faster than your income. Okay? That's basically what it means. That there's money out there, but we're chasing the product. Okay? And there's not enough product. And it drives the price of the products up. Well, how can I build a home for less money if it's costing me more money? You can't. It's impossible. And would you sell your home? Let's just say you're next to a D.R. Horton community. And D.R. Horton has a house that's similar to yours, and they're selling it for $450,000, and they're getting it, and they got people that want to buy it. What are you going to do with your house? It's the same house, basically, same square footage. Maybe it's a couple of years older. You're going to sell for pretty much. They're going to dictate the value, and you're going to get it. You're not going to go, mine's not new. I'll sell mine for $350 instead of $450. You're not going to do that. You're going to chase the money, as you should. That's capitalism. So, right now, if you look at our numbers, just from January of this year to today, your median sales price has gone up by $55,194. There's your median sales price just this year. So are you telling me that it's a bad time to buy when in 8 months I would have made $55,000 on an average house, which would have been, you would have bought it for $386 and it would be worth $441 right now. $55,000. Now, if you bought it 1 year ago today, it'd be worth $63,000 more. So we think that we've seen less appreciation this year since they started raising the Fed rate, but really we're still seeing appreciation, and to the tune of 16.7%. You tell me it's a bad time to buy. You tell me that waiting is better than buying now. It doesn't make any sense. 407-706-3313. I'm the Lone Ranger. I've been in the mortgage business for 33 years. I've closed well over 10,000 transactions. That's my own production. That doesn't include my branch or all my other branches within the area. If you want somebody that truly knows the market, watches the market, and can give you the right advice as to when to lock and when to float, what to buy and what not to buy, connect you with great real estate agents throughout the area that I know and trust will take great care of you, agents that will give you back money if you use their services. They'll take a piece of their commission and give it back to you as a buyer. Why wouldn't you allow me to connect you with those people? I know them. I know the good ones, and I know the not so good ones. Feel free to give me a call if you're a real estate agent. I'd love to connect with you, find out a little bit more about you, your ethics, and your experiences, and there may be an opportunity for us to work together. 407-706-3313, 407-706-3313, or WeBringYouHome.com. I will be teaching some classes the month of September on condominiums, on how to buy them, the restrictions, how to navigate a condominium transaction, and mobile homes. Man, I'm getting a lot more condo and mobile home calls, and I know why, because the prices go up, so everybody thinks it's cheaper to buy a condo or a mobile home, where at the end of the day, maybe it is, and maybe it isn't. You can find out the real facts, and I'll be teaching that class this month. It'll be on my website at WeBringYouHome.com. So I don't believe that there's time to panic in the market. I think this is a buying opportunity. I'm still buying homes. My wife and I went out and purchased a couple of homes recently. I think that the market is there. I'm going to experience appreciation. This dust will settle. And anybody that thinks that you're in for a crash, they're sadly mistaken. You can't have a crash when you have no inventory, not enough supply. And you got the prices going up, and you got everybody wanting to move into Florida. Now, I love my friends from New York and New Jersey. Come on in. Don't bring your political garbage over here, though. We don't want that. We got a great state. Let's keep it that way. Don't leave a state that has horrible politics to come to one that has great politics to make it horrible. We don't want that. We want to keep Florida, Florida. It's the way we like it. If you want to come here, just adapt to our way of living. And then we're all going to get along just fine. And the Lone Ranger is going to be here to help you close on your transaction when you want to buy that house. 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313, or WeBringYouHome.com. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about how you can capture some of the down payment assistance money that's out there today and whether now is the right time for you to buy. Stay tuned. We'll be back in 5 minutes.